Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakakadash. Good morning to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, the ruler and teacher of Shalom to all essential Hakim, pushing truth, holding faith throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the future sisters, the Hakim, Akawafim, Salaki, listen, learn, and be on being as men, homes with us, one third scattered, but I say Shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson before I head on in. Dealing with a video our brother had posted that I had watched earlier this morning. I think it was GMS dedication, or it was either GMS dedication or GMS punish the wicked. And Lord, when I lead a brother channel on a specific video that I'm talking about in the description, Yaratazar. But it's dealing with a girl named, she go on her Instagram, whatever, by Dreamdoll Bree. I never knew the girl or never seen her page or whatever, never knew about her, but from the collage of videos that the brother put, which was a beautiful beautiful collage of videos of her, and as well as precepts and things of that nature. But she was a regular Eve, enjoying the lifestyle of being fast, what's it called, using men for money and wanting tricks and fast lifestyle, wearing provocative clothing while flashing money. A typical, young Eve. She had just turned 21, and 2 months after her birthday, in which she celebrated, which was going off. She got deleted. She was in a little Lamborghini Urus and a white Lacoste. Smooth. Went up right on side of her when they were stopping for the stop sign, and you from the video you can hear it, put holes in the car, and it was a switch, an automatic gun or whatever, man. But I'm gonna get probably 2 precepts, dealing with the consequences of living that certain lifestyle, man. Especially with them type of women. These young women nowadays, they like to slide on ops for their homeboys or whoever they effing or whatever, man. And, they want to be down with the clique and the gang, man. Throwing up gang signs and, scamming, backdooring whoever they messing with ops, and doing that, man. And you hear these type of stories, all the time, but that just caught my spirit and attention. But this is Job 4. Verse 7, it says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?" That's right, man. That's for the people who was, because I went on their Instagram seeing what Jake say, which mainly it was Eve, dumb, ugly Eve, wearing makeup, long lashes, taunting money, showing they behind, just like the little girl was doing. And they were saying, she didn't have nothing to do with this, because supposedly there was a fight. She had a little mansion party, just to give the backstory. There was a little fight, and she wasn't even the one, the girl fighting. There were supposedly 2 random girls, but she had the little girl who got beat up, wig, and dancing with it on the camera, man. And you wasn't even a part of the situation, but that's that pride, in Eve, man, thinking they can do anything. And so I'm guessing the little girl had a little goonies, a little homies that whoever she dealing with, follow her and slide on her, man. But not only that, but all of, by just the videos that you can see that the brother put of her, shaking her behind, wearing drawers, out in public, taunting money, living in that fast life, like the elderly people say. A fast life or fast money leads to a fast and speedy death, man. So you partaking in those things, man. You hanging around. You only want Pookie and Ray Ray and Tyrone and Lil Switcheroos and Lil Jew and or TG or whatever these little hood, nicknames, man. You don't want the thugs and the scammers and the drug dealers, but you're gonna reap what the thugs and the drug dealers and the scammers, what they sow, man. You're gonna reap the same, man. So she wasn't, innocent. She was far from being innocent, man. She was just in the millions of millions Eve, man, who, really, which the problem comes from Esau, Edom, man. through him breaking up the family household and the structure, dealing with feminism, back in the, what was that, 1900s, roughly, I can't really pinpoint. I think that was what, the 60s or 70s, or 80s, around that time, or the 50s, dealing with, the feminist movement and, I can do equal and even more than a man, and I don't need no man, and breaking up the family structure of the so-called black, and Jake, all the rest of the tribe households. And now look what you have today. You have fatherless children, fatherless sons and daughters, man, who just going buck wild, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, murderers, man, getting. They even have to lower the age to be convicted as an adult, because look how Jake living, man. But when you look all into it, man, all in all, it goes back into Esau Edom, man, through all the things that he pushed, man. Weapons in the hood, crack in the hood. Now you got your dads, or your papa, strung out on dope, maybe gave it to his kids. Our whole household, man, is messed up because of this damn devil is in power. But she was far, going back into the point, she was far from innocent, man. Just like I said, man, or just look, man. Regular Eve going to the corner store, or Wanted, or Walmart, Salakia, the Bonnet crew. I need a trick. I need somebody to spend this money on this PCAT. She was saying all type of wicked, things in her videos, man. She even said, what's it called? She said 2 months prior to her birthday, she made a video. It was like, I want to hop into my soft girl era, but I'm a do outlandish and wild hoe-ish things. I'm a post, so don't be surprised, because I'm gonna do it all the way up until my birthday, until I turn 21, and then I'm gonna be in my soft girl era, man. Just through, man, just like through, man. There's just a bunch of demons on her, man, and that's what she get, man. Verse 8, it says, even as I have seen that they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Simply put, man, straight into the point, man. You out here, you hanging around drug dealers, you like the some damn, you like the JJs and the whatever these Instagram handles, slide them up, bang bang, slide them up, big slime op, king slime, top op gym, 5 young, all these different stupid weird names, leave them stanky, or leave them bleeding. Them the type of dudes you like to hang around, you like to dwell in those type of activities. Well, you can't get mad when you get bit by a snake. When you put your hand out right at it, man. Galatians 6, and I'll end it off because it's really straight and simple, straight to the point, man. It's simple, man. If you're not in this truth, if you're not dealing with the women, trying to come under an elect man, not just any man, because in Jacob's trouble, just a regular any man or any man Jake, they gonna be through, because they didn't come under the banner, which is this book that is given unto us by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, and through the apostles. Was feed us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. As Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, he will give us teachers and pastors according to his heart. If they not coming up under them, then they through, man. They just miss a fool, man. It don't matter if they are hard working, Jay going to the plant, he just come on, but he's still doing wickedness. He's still eating pork, or if he smoke, or be an alcoholic or drunk all day, commit adultery, which a lot of them plant guys do, all that, man. If he just a regular Jake, man, he's still committing iniquity and sin, and he not repenting, man. He not coming under Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So if you're Eve and you watch, the apostles, bishops, elders, and brothers videos on down, get under the elect man, man. That's the mindset to be in, and change your mind first, man. I would say, man, put my little 2 cents in those situations, man. Change your mind, man, because all that rah-rah, regular Eve. Nah, man, a brother probably, a brother not gonna even give you the chance, man. That's rightfully so, man. Cause majority, 99.9% of you damn women, especially Eve, you so-called black women, you through, man. All you people wanna, do or watch Love Island baddies, be on TikTok scrolling all day, feeding your mind with stupidness, with sinful, lewd, perverse behavior. You want to be in the spirit of a woman capacity, man. You see Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, which is rightfully so. You see he has propped a woman up, especially you so-called black women, and you try to take advantage of that, man. Not knowing Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he has a controversy with you, man. He's with a lot of you damn women, man, especially you so-called black women, man. But if you a woman watching the videos, change your mind, man. Change your mindset. Change how you living to the best of your ability, of course. We know majority of that is going to be with the men, man. But if you are watching the videos, get into an elect brother, man. Or hope for an elect brother, man. Lord want to be a part of the number. Because that's the only way you're going to receive protection in these times, man. And if you watching video with a husband, well, just continue believing, man. With an unbelieving husband, I should say, just continue believing, man. Lord, when he come around, man, I think that's what in 1 Corinthians 7, of the unbelieving husband, but the believing wife. Like brothers always say, man, via your actions, even your relatives, they start, okay, well, I'm gonna put down the pork, like my mom, she don't really do the little woo-to-woo. My dad, he's a demon, holy roly. Christian, think he better than woo-to-woo, we don't know nothing, old wine bottle, he through, he gone, but your family members will see woo-to-woo, and then they'll, some of them change, some of them be stuck in their ways. It is what it is. This is Galatians 6, verse 7, and ended off. It says, be not deceived, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. That's right, man. So don't be deceived, man. Don't be deceived. Don't be, oh, wow, this shouldn't happen to her. She was just so young. She was innocent. She was just a little. No, man. It's from the looks of the videos, and I'm good. I don't keep up with none of these trends, man. I try to stay off social media to the best of my ability. And I know brothers do the same, man, because it's nothing but wickedness, man. You can't go to certain places, Jake all around with hands in their pants, got toting guns, and got Jake, like a brother said, Kaya, the GMS New Orleans, a beautiful brother. It was either Kaya or Kalaya, but one of them said this past weekend, Jake be having the ARP, ARP, man, which is it's gonna be shorter than what is that, 16 inches if I'm not mistaken, automatic or auto rifle pistol. I forgot all that. But it's gonna be like a short barrel rifle, man, because the standard long rifle be started at 16 inches if I'm not mistaken. But they had an ARPs, the 4 inches 5 or whatever, tucked in their pants, man. You can't go nowhere with Jake at, man. We even try to avoid Walmart, man. Even when it get down to shopping, man. Go to a whole different little city, man, and go to that, man. Cause Jake is weird, Jake is wild, man, and Jake got demons on him. They demonic, man. So we try to stay as best away as possible, man, from these niggas and these damn E's, man. These chaos gremlins, man, and these Bonikas, Shaquitas, and Tireshas, man. I'm gonna let this plane pass. I'm recording. Wow. Jake forgetting to press microphone sometimes. But yeah, man, be not deceived, man. When you see all these gremlins passing away, which call out Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the video that the brother made, she had a blood cousin. He go the other way, and you should know, he's a body boy, like Elder Apostle Ricard be going into it, man. Which really I want to say, I'm gonna hold back. I can't use, free speech, fair use, but he's a body boy, man. Bumbleclad, he go the other way, man. He go the zigzag way, man. I was wishing his ass got hit up, man. I don't think he did, but the Lord has an appointed time, for him, man. And all you damn body man. You sow that. Then it's some body dude in the comment talking about love. Nah, man, the Lord don't love. Talking about he all loving, man. And that's what's wrong with you damn Christians. You preaching that off-ass doctrine, man. Letting all these wicked people come into church, which the Lord ain't dealing with no damn physical building anyway, man. But yeah, come as you are, leave as you are, all that weird, I was about to say bodyboardness, man. But all the evil and the wickedness that Jake and Eve sowing, they gonna reap that, man. And be not surprised, man. For you, hopeful elect, which brothers, they ain't surprised at all, man. Brothers want, hey, we want more, feed me more, man. I always forget that damn dude on WWE. I think it was Rambo, Macho Man. I don't know, I forgot him. But he be like, feed me more. Yeah, man, we want to see more deletions, more fire. But Yum saying. But Galatians 6:7, be not deceived. Yahweh Shemel Shah is not marked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. Verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap everlasting life. And what she sowing to the Spirit? Was she trying to get an elect man and a hopeful elect man? Trying to be in order of a man? Or yeah, right? Just trying to be in order of a so-called good man, a hard-working man. Nah, man. She wanted the trick. She said something to her little sister. If a dude trying to mess with you, be like Nemo. Need more money, some shit like that, man. And I'm just looking at the little sister. She like 14, 15. I'm like, I wonder what she feel. Her big sister got her ass blown up. I heard the little dispatcher, the little ambulance, whatever, talking about 18 gunshots in the leg, chest. I'm like, ooh, the Lord is vicious. When you look at the video, which Lord, when I don't forget to put in the description, the car rolled up. Meanwhile, you in a Lamborghini, Suppose they was dropping somebody off that was in the car, but you in a Lamborghini, green, Urus, man. Which Jake, Eve don't know how to move and whatever, man. But hey, you can't escape, Yahweh Shemel Shah's appointed time for being deleted anyway. But it just shows the mindset of these idiots. They just dumb, man. They want to be flashy and haughty and glamoury and flash all them things. All right, con. But yeah, con, man. Brother had called me. But yeah, you see the video, car pull up on them, smooth. She stopping at the stop sign. She trying to obey the law. Then, Jake say, switch down, motor down, man. Through. Car just, what they're doing is just going 1 mile per hour to another person's house, man, to another person's driveway. Head probably all over the steering wheel, blood all leaking out your mouth. Yeah, man, the Lord get vicious, man. For 2/3, for those who reap wickedness, you out here, you living a high life, you living your YOLO. You what they say, I'm living my best life. I don't need a man. Please come trick on me. If he don't trick on me, he can't have this SSY, whatever, man. Yeah, man, that's what you get, man. And you women, especially Eve, man, y'all better get right, man. Y'all better get right, man. Because these are the times that we're coming into. Lord, when I'm about to watch, I'm going back and watching some movies. Going to watch The Purge, the 2013 one, because I watched the 2014 one. I was trying to watch them in order, but hey, Lord won't even do it like that, man. Which is gonna be screaming in this one too, man. But it was screaming in the other one, man. What y'all gonna, what you gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do, man? What you gonna be in I don't need a man in that day? Nah, man. You gonna cleave into an elect man to take away your reproach and your shame, man. Cause you gonna what? You gonna need a man, man. What they say, you lacking out here, man. Where your rod at? Where your iron at, man? Fucking Jake with a backpack on. It's 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness, bro. Jake Jay get on my last nerves. Let me straight move around. But yeah, man. Let me Jake on some weird. Where was you walking to? 10 o'clock and through, man. These niggas is through, man. Jake weird, man. But yeah, man, you know, what you gonna do, man, and JT, man? Then with all of you women, all of a sudden, you know, you gonna be begging, man. You know, please take me, you know, all that, man. Then you want to be submissive. Then all that soft girl era mess, man. And which brothers watch a lot of these women coming into you now, man. You know, they see, you know, I told to a brother, as the gas prices rise, these women legs are gonna open wide, man. You know, they want to get on a man for all these wrongful reasons, man. They don't want to be in order. You know, they don't want to be submissive unto a man, knowing that they need a man that, you know, you know, but they coming in for wrong things, man, just for resources. Or I'm going to use them, then I'm going to go to the next man and just going to use them to get back up on my feet and I'm going to leave them. You know, so watch these women too, man. You know, but we know that Isaiah 4:1 is, you know, it's about to be on and popping with that prophecy, man. You know, the Lord is going to bring, you know, women, you know, unto us, and we going to have to, in that day, we're going to have to pick of the litter, man. We're going to, like brother said, we're going to have to crumb, you heard me? You know? But ending it off, man, you know, this is one story of millions and millions of stories, especially now, man. You see a lot of these young niggas being judged and young E's being judged because they the one that's doing the most dealings and illings and all that, man. You know? But this is a telltale sign of what not to do, man. But, hey, we know majority of our people, majority of the E, you know, like in the comments, man, you know, you ain't gonna have nobody repent, you know. You ain't gonna have nobody turn back from no wickedness, man. You got Eve, a lot of them Eve saying, oh my goodness, she didn't deserve this. You know, just spitting images of her, man. Long eyelashes, long weave, booty all out, flashing money, bent over, talking about I need a trick, this and that, man. If you had a little bit of sense, you would want to, okay, well, let me stop. Well, nah, man. And there was some more. You know, it was a dude who had posted, or a girl had posted, added some other girls that had been, you know, deleted or deleted, you know, that weekend too. And they, you know, they look just like her Instagram, her pictures, and, you know. So, you know, end it off, man. You sowing wickedness, you know, you sowing evilness, you know, you living that fast lifestyle, gang banging, drug dealing, whether you a woman or Eve or Jake, then that's what you're gonna be, man. What they say out in the streets is only two ways that's gonna come from it. You either gonna be dead, you know, or in jail, man. You know, you living by the sword, you shall die by the sword, man. And, you know, that's simply and straightforward. You know, you out here doing wrong, then, like Big Mama said, you out here doing wrong, then wrong gonna come unto you, man. It's simple maths, man. I know Jake, you know, Jake don't even know math, you know, these days, but damn, it's simple maths, man. But for us, man, we gonna keep reaping unto life, and Lord willing, so we gonna keep sowing, you know, life, and Lord willing, we reap, you know, unto everlasting life, you know, via in this truth, man, via in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because if you're not in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that means you are directly, you know, opposite of it, which wickedness, which is death. But with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashim Rakakodash, divine to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, who do rule and teach you on Shalom and Tala Sensha, I can push your truth on faith throughout the four corners of the earth, detail, Baba, Boa, Shalom.